Knew they were gonna do this, bro. Hey guys, welcome back to the video, and this week we're reacting to The Last of Us episode 7. This show has been beyond incredible so far, and I am so excited to continue the journey tonight. As always, let me know what you guys think of this episode in the comments down below, and stay to the end for my full spoiler review and breakdown of the episode. But without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. Okay, so flashback episode. I kind of knew this was going to happen this episode because of the last episode, but makes sense.
Firefly lights are better.
Congrats. 1 point for the anarchists.
We prefer freedom fighters.
Whatever. How many floors?
Like...
There's definitely clickers in there. 100% there has to be.
This guy wasn't here yesterday.
Well, bro, not even a waterfall is crazy.
Give me.
Kinda made me swear not to let other people handle my sidearm.
I had to handle my sidearm because I'm such a fucking firefly.
Give me a second.
Dude, this set looks amazing. Like the way down and like the streets and the lights and everything, that's sick.
The mall? You out of your fucking mind? They sealed that place off for a reason. It's full of infected.
Oh, this is the thing she was talking about. Oh my god. In the, like, episode 2, I think? Dude, oh lord. Oh my god, I remember she said, like, she was the only one that made it out alive. That means she has to kill this girl. Or, like, some... I know this is gonna help. They're gonna spend the whole episode letting us get to know these characters, love them, and then boom! Oh my god. Wow, this shot is beautiful. Oh my god. The lighting is perfect. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. I don't know why that one shot just blew me away so much, but that was amazing.
Wait, the lights. We're fine. You saw outside. It's like a big bunker. No one can see shit but us.
Electric stairs? Not exactly full of infected, is it? Okay, you were right.
Dude, stop saying that.
Oh, come on. Damn it. Let me see.
Shit. Dude, I know something is gonna happen. Something has to happen. She mentioned the mall earlier. Something bad is gonna happen and I know it.
And I hope you're prepared because it's pretty dang awesome and it might break you. Don't oversell, man. Listen.
Dude, them walking really fast, like, really just scared the hell out of me. Like, I thought they were just gonna fast pace. Clicker jumps out, it's over.
Right.
What are they doing? What are they doing? Oh, shit. Oh, God. Here we go.
Ellie. Ellie. Ellie.
Boom comes the clicker.
None of this shit was even about me.
They're sending me to a post in the Atlantic East.
Well, that was not a good idea, Ellie.
Riley?
Yes.
You don't know what it was like to have a family.
That was uncalled for. That was unneeded.
You're my best friend.
Brah, comes the clicker. I don't know. I'm really scared for when this clicker's coming in because we know what's happening. I just don't know when it's gonna happen.
What do we do now?
Fucking one of you's dying to a clicker, and I think I know which one it is now, so...
Get ready to run.
Already? That close? That quick? Knew they were gonna do this, bro.
Sooner or later, right? Some of us just get there faster than others.
First episode that hasn't ended with me in tears. I mean, it had me frustrated, but I wasn't in tears. What an episode. Wow. Okay. I just needed to grab the hat that I launched across the room after the part in the show. Yeah, episode 7. That was good stuff. That was great stuff, actually. I mean, I think this show, what's interesting about it is, like, every episode is really a banger. Like, let's be honest. Every episode has hit. Even episode 4, which in my opinion is still the weakest of the show. Like, this episode, it's completely a flashback like episode 3, in which it kind of tells a romance. I definitely feel like episode 3 was more of a blueprint for this episode, but in a way they still made it unique enough because obviously Ellie is our main character. Bill and that other character, like, they weren't main characters of the show. They were kind of just like exploring the other people that were alive during the apocalypse and the time passing and all of that kind of stuff and stories connecting. So that makes sense. But as for this episode alone, I love the way that they went about telling the story, and I knew that something was gonna come by the end. I didn't know, like, I haven't played the game, so I was kind of going in expecting the other girl to die, not Ellie, but the other girl, like her love interest. I was expecting her to die because, like, it would make no sense, because then why would they be separated now? Especially, like, I don't know, it didn't really make sense to me, right? So I was kind of going in, and then when they got to the mall, then I was kind of like, okay, they both got bit, and I kind of liked that it didn't show like the aftermath of that and them having, like, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like I was waiting for them to show this. I feel like Ellie would have to kill the other girl in order for Ellie not to get infected. Now, maybe they're saving that for a flashback later in the season, but I do feel like that would have been slightly more impactful, but also that could have just been like a wow factor type of thing and, like, kind of just, like, get audiences, like, their mind blown, a super epic emotional moment, kind of what, like, the episode was where the guy has to kill his kid that got infected, or not his kid, his brother that got infected. And so I understand why they might not have done that for that reason, just, like, it's another emotionally, like, big wow moment at the end. But I like the way this episode was paced as well, in terms of just, like, not being, like, obviously it has its super high emotional moments in, like, the part where they're, like, just having a good time together. You see their relationship explored more. Then you see Ellie leave, but then come back. And then obviously you see the girl die, and then it cuts forward to present time where she's saving Joel. And so I love the way that it's all played out. I also really like how they transform this episode from the last episode to the backstory to the present day. Like, I like the way that it all comes back and forth. I definitely felt like that first cutaway that it, like, transformed for, like, where she reaches for the door and then it turns to a flashback. That did feel kind of cheap to me in terms of just like, okay, we need to figure out a way to get to the flashback. And so I think it would have been really interesting to just start this episode in a flashback, which is kind of what I thought they did until we kind of got to the steps and you saw, like, the blood marks leading up to the house. So up until that point, it's like, okay, this might be a flashback. And then we got to the flashback, obviously, but I just thought it would be really cool if they spent the whole episode doing a flashback without mentioning Joel at all until the very, very end. But anyways, I still liked what they did a lot with this episode. The only reason I'm really still conflicted about this show, like I mentioned earlier, is, like, every episode has been at the very bottom, it's still been a great episode. Like, even episode 4 is a great episode. There is so much to love in every single episode, but episodes like this is, I love what they're doing, but it's not like it. I guess the wow factor of the emotional side is gone for me, and maybe it's just the way that they played out the wow factor in this game, in this episode, and the way that they go about, like, okay, you have this emotional moment, and then you have to come back to present day, and then you have this like little emotional bond moment between Joel and Ellie, and so I feel like there was just so much to balance in this episode, especially since this is a flashback episode, but it's also in one of the most essential parts of the season, being in the very back half, leading into the final 2 episodes, which I'm assuming, this is just a wild guess I'm putting out there, I'm guessing the next episode will have a little bit of a time jump once Joel is a little bit more healed, but maybe some impairment in his movement or something like that from the stab wound or whatever it may be. And so I'm excited to see how they go about it, and I really love the way that they've been handling the story so far, but I'm just kind of frustrated in the fact that like this episode didn't give me something like to grasp on, and maybe it's also because I wasn't as invested into the other character. I'm already forgetting her name and I just finished watching the episode. I think maybe it's just that I wasn't as emotionally invested into this character, and towards the end I was, but I was never like I wasn't automatically like, oh, like whereas in the episode 3 with Bill and the other guy, I was instantly when they saw each other for the first time, when the guy got stuck in the hole and he had to help him out, and then they went to their house and he gave him like shower, and then they played the piano. Like it felt like they had these really emotionally connective moments. Whereas this episode, I understand it's supposed to be more like an underlying tone where they don't know how they feel about each other. They don't know how the other person feels about them until they kiss. And then obviously they get bitten by the clicker. And so I think there was just a lot more factors here at play, especially factors that are essential to our main story. Look back at episode 3, those factors, there's elements that are essential to the main story, but it's not necessarily major playing factors in the episode themselves, in the story of Bill and this other guy themselves. And so again, this episode had a lot more to balance on its plate in my opinion, but I still just wasn't as emotionally invested as I wish I was. In terms of a ranking, I would probably put this somewhere in the bottom half of the show. Not to say it's bad at all, because this show has been amazing so far, but last place I would go episode 4, and then I'd probably go episode 7 right here. But that's pretty much it for all of my thoughts on HBO Max's The Last of Us episode 7. As always, let me know your thoughts on this episode in the comments down below, and subscribe so you don't miss my reaction to next week's episode, as well as the finale the week after that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.